Hey Sagittarius, hope you guys are doing great today. I started to tune in, and actually I'm going to clear the energy a little bit, but when I started to tune in, I was hearing, never mess with a Sagittarius. There's something going on here, Sag. I feel like this is a kind of urgent message for you. So I'm going to dive straight in. I know you're going to know exactly what this is about because I'm feeling like you already know. Like, never cross a Sagittarius, like something's has somebody crossed you lately? I got the goosebumps, Sag. I got the goosebumps. You feel it too, Chippy? I feel like you're on either the defensive or offensive, Sag. More likely offensive, because I feel like I feel like somebody has backed you into a corner and you didn't want this fight, but you will end this fight. And I feel like it's somebody who has tried to be kind of a control freak with you. So if I can get these cards to shuffle, we'll see what it says. Thank you, Chippy. Thank you, Chippy. You're a good boy. Okay, so, yeah, somebody's wanting to get away from you, Sag. I'm only laughing because that's the total energy I was feeling when I got on here. I was just feeling like, yeah, you didn't come looking for this fight, but you will end it. And now they're like, uh-oh. And I feel like somebody's wanting to move away from the tension, but now they've gotten into it with you. And let's see what happens here, Sag. Excuse me, Chippy. What? You have to have another cookie. Little cookie monster here. Okay, buddy. Have a cookie, take a nap. That's our deal. Good boy. All right, so let's see, Sag. They want something more peaceful. Whoa, look at this. Let me clarify this. Hold on. Blank card in this particular deck. I do have some blank cards, and they're pretty powerful. Let's see what that blank card means for you specifically. And we have got the 9 of Wands. So this person has tried to drain you, for one thing. If you're feeling your energy kind of drain and feeling tired, it could be coming from this person or this situation that I'm picking up on. And I know you're going to know what it is because you've already been through this. It's happening. It's not like it's in your future. I feel like it's real time, happening. So there's a draining kind of energy in the crossing position around this because I feel like this person either ghosted you or you ghosted them, but it was because they didn't give you all the details. I'm just feeling really strongly there was something here that was omitted. It's like they gave, you asked a question and they gave you this. And you're not too happy about it, Sag. Yeah, to say the least. Sorry, I'm having to divide these cards up for a minute. They're so new and so stiff. All right, let's see. But great energy, by the way. So we've got 4 of Wands. Now, this is on your mind, and this may have to do with a house. This could have to do with a marriage. This could have to do with something you wanted to celebrate. And I feel like this person has given you some sort of, like they rained on your parade. That's what I'm getting. They rained on your parade. Yeah, and they did it in a sneaky way and in a 5 of Swords way. And I'm getting like this part already happened. Like I said, I think that you're in this situation right now. If this is your reading, I feel like it's happening. It's rolling out real time. So we're going to see what's going on with it. 5 of Swords is a negative energy. I think somebody wanted to ruin your reputation or felt like you were going to mess with their reputation. I don't get that you were, but they got all defensive about it. There's a lot of anxiety about this right now. Look at this 9 of Swords, Sagittarius. Whatever this is, I feel like maybe at first it was keeping you awake at night. Now it's keeping them awake at night because you went from defensive to offensive. You're like, okay, we could do this the easy way, or we can do it the Sagittarius way. I mean, that's what I'm picking up on. Not that you came after this person, but you're defending your territory. You had to. But somebody's in a nightmarish situation. And I don't think this is you. And this is coming up in the immediate future. But I can't wait to clarify all of this. Yeah, there's something to do with competition. Let me make sure. Hold on a minute. These cards are so new. I want to make sure I'm looking at them right. Yeah, this is having to do with 5 of Wands. Look at these two women kind of going at it. They're arguing. 5 of Wands. This is in your more extended future. So regarding this situation, Sagittarius, there's a whole lot of anxiety. Okay. There's a feeling of being drained. There's somebody wanting to get away from this. You know, getting into something more peaceful. You know, getting away from this trouble spot. Moving forward. But there's tension. There's major tension here. And coming up, there's going to be something like an argument. You can see the one person almost holding her fist up on this card. If you're looking at the picture right now, you can stretch the screen. Don't forget. So arguing, maybe even competition over something. Like 2 queens. Or 2 sisters, something like that, Sag. Now, somebody's seeing you as winning. Here's the Ace of Wands. Somebody's seeing you as having a new beginning, or they want to offer you a new beginning. I almost feel like one of these 2 people, and you might be at odds with 2 people. I don't know. It could be 2 different women that you're at odds with, Sag, okay, at this time. But I feel like both of them see you like Sagittarius is going on their own path and starting a whole new beginning. And they may or may not be helping with that. I'm going to see. I'm going to see, because this is pretty big in your immediate future. Anxiety, nightmares for, I think, the person that you're having to go on the defensive, offensive, whatever spot you're in right now with, okay? And again, I think it started out, somebody put you on the defensive and then you went on the offensive, if you understand what I'm saying, and I know you do. Because if you're in this situation, I know you know. There's a lot of queens here. All the figures that have come up have been women so far, okay? So this is who you're dealing with. You're dealing with women. This is a Queen of Swords. And your hopes and fears is dealing with somebody who's clear but fair, okay? And that's your hopes and fears. And you want things to be, look at this. She's no nonsense. She wants things to be clear and fair. And that would be you, Sag. Sag, a lot of times you do show up as the Queen of Swords because you're a truth seeker. You know, you're hoping for the truth. And the final outcome in this situation is Knight of Wands. Okay, this is very much a Sagittarius card. So this is things being up in the air but moving forward. And this is also you galloping in on the offense with this. You're like, okay, like, you know, don't cross the Sagittarius because, you know, it's not going to go well. Because Sagittarius, you don't try to start things. You know, you like to keep the peace. You do. I mean, I'm Sagittarius. I get this. I get this about you. And what I'm feeling here is you've been pushed into a corner. And you're like, okay, then I'm going to go all Sagittarius on you. You know, and you didn't start this fight, but you will end it, is what I'm getting. So let me go back and get you some more details. What is happening here? I mean, you know, the thing I'm seeing is you tried to work this out, but I feel like this person was being very controlling. And this situation's draining you. Let me clarify. Let's go back to the draining part and the blank card. All right, let's get some more details on that blank card. Because I think the first thing I'm getting before I even pull the cards on this is the blank card represents missing details. It represents omissions. Somebody omitted information And that information that's missing is what's caused this thing. You're like, wait, nobody told me that. You know? Queen of Pentacles. It may have had to do with money or stability, some sort of grounding. Or maybe you're dealing with the Queen of Pentacles. We now have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands. Again, all female figures. And here's Eight of Cups. Somebody was hoping you would just say, okay, fine, and go away. Somebody's like, maybe Sagittarius will just go away, because now they realize they poked you with a stick. And that really wasn't a wise thing to do for them. So now they've backed themselves into the corner that they tried to back you into. So, I feel like they just want to turn around and say goodbye, but now they can't. And that's why the anxiety is coming up. Okay, let's see what else, Sag. Okay, the Four of Wands is clear. I'm not going in order, by the way. You probably noticed. I'm jumping around to the biggest energy here for you, okay? The Four of Wands, which has to do with a celebration or a marriage or happy kind of thing, all right? Marriages, those sorts of things, is clarified by the Ten of Swords. So there was something here you wanted to be involved in that was going to make you happy. It's going to feel like a celebration for you, whatever one of those things it may have been, okay? But then you were hit with a Ten of Swords. Again, somebody rained on your parade, and you're not taking it lightly. And I don't blame you, because this feels very, very unfair to me. Let's go back to the very beginning. The first card up was the Six of Swords, and I hope you're looking at this screen right now, because this card is so pretty. This is your most significant card. Six of Swords is about wanting to sail away out of troubled waters, you know, wanting to get someplace more peaceful. It's really significant right now. Let's ask about that. Oh, here we finally have a king. This is the first masculine figure that's come up in this entire reading so far. So it could be that there's a King of Pentacles helping this situation move into calmer waters, so to speak. Okay, I feel like whoever this is, or whoever wants stability, or maybe one of these queens decided to get into our masculine thinking or masculine energy. I'm not sure. You'll know, because I know you know what this is about. I don't think this surprises you at all. I feel like I'm speaking your situation right now, like channeling a lot of what's going on. So we'll see in the comments. Be sure to comment, okay? But anyway, this King of Pentacles could be a person who's trying to help move this forward into a calmer place. It's really significant at this time. Let's clarify King of Pentacles too. Let me go back to the step. Clarify King of Pentacles, who's usually a very grounded energy, somebody who deals with money, like bankers, like financial advisors, perhaps. Here's a King of Wands that came up on the bottom of the deck. Somebody involved in their career. They want this calmer because of their career. It could be that the person you have an issue with, one of these, is married to a King of Pentacles who's a businessman, maybe a banker or whatever, and doesn't want a reputation, doesn't want his reputation messed up, like by his wife, for instance, as an example. This is one way the cards could go, okay? And he may be the voice of reason in this picture, Sag, that actually ends up helping you. Three of Wands. Yeah, King of Pentacles is like, let's look at some different ways to approach this. Because whoever this is wanting to, whack you in the face, Sag, because look at the picture on this. I mean, this person's like, you got their fist up. There's arguing here coming up in your future. I feel like this person is here to try to calm this down and bring it into calmer waters. Like, let's move towards more peace with this, Let's look at some opportunities. Let's look for some new options here, you know, instead of like fighting. That's what I'm getting. That person's trying to be the peacekeeper. Does it work? Let's see. Does it work? Because I'm getting a really bad vibe from this person. Yeah, it actually may work because I think it's somebody they're married to. Okay, here we've got 10 of Cups. Do we have 10 of Cups before? No, I thought we did. We have 10 of Swords. Yeah, I think there's a marriage here, and I feel like somebody's going to work this out even to save their marriage. And there is something about marriage over here in this Four of Wands. So for some of you, it's about marriage specifically. For some of you, it's about one of the people in that couple is giving you trouble and their spouse is going to calm them down. Their spouse is going to be the voice of reason and go, let's don't poke Sagittarius anymore. Right? Okay, so let's see what else says. Here's the Temperance card. Okay, I was asking to clarify Ace of Wands and the Temperance card, which is your card, Sagittarius, came up, okay? So this is very much a new beginning for Sagittarius. Passionate new beginning and a flow. You know, Temperance, the Temperance angel is a couple of things to me. You know, it has to do with angels helping you. You may have asked for angelic help in this situation, and also a flow. I feel like things are able to flow forward again. I think that there's been so much arguing and anxiety going on, you know, that it's maybe felt blocked, you know, for you, and it's going to start to open up. Other people are seeing you now as moving forward again on this. What was the, let me ask, what was this exactly? What was this situation for Sag exactly? A Queen of Cups. It was something you really loved. It was something that you used your intuition about. Something you were nurturing. You know, Queen of Cups is a very nurturing energy, Sagittarius. It's very, as you know, very intuitive. Sometimes involves mothering, you know, feeling like nurturing, caretaking, very sweet kind of energy, you know, that I'm getting. And this situation was about that. And maybe this was somebody bothering your children or grandchildren, or even a kitten or a puppy, you know, that you adopted or purchased or whatever, because I feel like it's something's trying to interfere and block your nurturing in some way. You didn't like it. Whatever it was, you really didn't like it, Sagittarius. I mean, I feel it. Let's ask about this final outcome, which is the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is you riding in very quickly, throwing caution to the wind, coming in very strongly. Final outcome, moving ahead. It starts out with moving into calmer waters, and it ends right here with the Knight of Wands moving. They're both relocation cards, okay? So for some of you, this deals with housing and relocation. Well, this is clarified by this beautiful King of Wands card. Look how pretty these cards. I love these cards. King of Wands. So again, King of Wands and King of Pentacles here. For some of you, it's career, and this could be a boss or something like that. Or I'm feeling like this can be you in the sort of masculine energy, Sag, at this time, coming in very determined. You know, this is a leader. And I feel like you are, you know, just rushing in, trying to make this move, moving forward, moving. It's a lot of movement and up in the air, a lot of fire energy here. Both of these are Sagittarius cards. You know, we got a lot of Sagittarius cards, which tells me you're, for the most part, in charge of this, you know. What is this person's problem that you're dealing with? What is this person's problem? They want to win. They want to win. That's their problem. It's all about ego to them. It's not about what's right. You know, you're looking at what's right and what's truth and what was omitted. And they're looking at, well, I said so and I want to win. Blockage. There's a blockage here. So how's this going to end up going for Sag? It looks like you're in very much of a leadership position. Yeah, there's a tower. This is causing a big deal. Who's this tower for? I'm guessing the other person, but... for a third party? For a sister? Look at that. Three of Cups. And there's a tower. I said, who's it for? It's for those 3 jealous people. So there may be 3 jealous people here. All women. I get a lot of feminine energy throughout this entire reading. We've only had a couple of kings come up. Every other thing is women, women, women here. There's a lot of jealousy. And 9 of Pentacles. But Sag, here's where you're going. I'm asking for final outcome. I feel like the other party or the third party is getting a tower. Okay, because I asked to clarify that. And then I get this for you, Sag, that this 9 of Pentacles is coming up. And this is self-sufficiency. This is you taking care of yourself. This is you liking where you live. There's a lot here about housing and situations and arguing and omissions of, leaving things out of contracts or arguments or something somebody told you. You're like, you didn't tell me that. No, yeah, I did. No, I'm sure you did not tell me that. And it's caused this whole big thing. Let me get final words for you, Sag. Final words, Sagittarius, for you in this situation. Final words in this situation. Final words for Sag in this situation. 10 of Wands. So this is success, but it is a little bit weighted down. 10 of Wands has to do with feeling like you're carrying a heavy burden, but you win. So you're ready to put that burden down. And that makes sense because I see a lot of wanting to move into calmer waters on this. Okay. Do you have any help on this? Let me ask that. Or is Sag doing this solo? Do you have help? You have help from an Empress. So again, mother energy. Mother bringing something new to fruition, bringing in new life. Mothers. This could be a mother in spirit, Sag, helping you, or this could be your own mother right now, real time. This could be you being a mother. Any other help? For some of you, it could be Mother Mary. Mother Mary protects women in particular. So women and children. Here's a Page of Swords. Yeah, there's somebody watching you. And you probably already know that, but I feel like they're really trying to dig and spy on you and find out things about you at this time. So guard your energy. Put a big bubble around yourself, okay, Sag? So I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments. And I really, really appreciate you guys being here, Sag. You have supported my channel so much this year. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. So have a good one, and I'll see you again soon, okay? Bye now.